Hello guys, we were completing cultural studies question answer part 3 here. Earlier, part 1 and 2 has already been completed by me. You can watch the videos there. Question number 7. In cultural studies, the term subculture most closely refers to option A, the economic elite of society, option B, a small group resisting dominant cultural norms, option C, a universal form of culture across nations, option D, the formal structure of government institutions. Let's see the answer. That is, a small group resisting dominant cultural norms. Let's see what is subculture. It refers to a group within a larger culture that retains its own distinct norms, values, and practices, often resisting or deviating from mainstream or dominant culture. Subculture often emerged around music, fashion, politics, identity, or lifestyle. Key points are important studies by scholars like Dick Habage, Subculture, The Meaning of Style, the book that is written in 1979, showed how subculture like punks, modes, skinheads uses style like clothes, music, behavior as a form of symbolic resistance. Subculture can challenge hegemonic ideologies but are also often commercialized and absorbed back into the mainstream. Let's move to the next question. Which thinker is associated with developing the concept of the cultural circuit in media and cultural studies? There are four options: Stuart Hall, Richard Johnson, Raymond Williams, Homi K. Bhabha. Correct answer is B, Richard Johnson. Explanation: the cultural circuit and Richard Johnson. Richard Johnson, a scholar from CCCS, developed the idea of cultural circuit. His model showed the culture is not just about production, but also involves circulation, consumption, and reproduction of meanings. Key facts: it has four stages: production, text, consumption, and reception, and finally, reproduction of culture. It emphasizes that meanings are constantly made, challenged, and remade through interactions between producers and audiences. It's a dynamic, non-linear model showing that audience aren't just passive consumer but active participants in shaping culture. Next question. In cultural studies, Homi K. Bhabha's concept of hybridity primarily addresses. There are four options: the blending of high and low literary forms, the merging of colonial and native cultures, the conflict between science and religion, the evolution of classical art traditions. Correct answer is option B, the merging of colonial and native culture. Let's see what is hybridity of Homi K. Bhabha. He is a major figure in post-colonial theory. He introduced hybridity as a key concept in his book, The Location of Culture, published in 1994. Hybridity refers to the cultural mixing that happens when colonizer and colonized come into contact. The key points that it challenges the pure identity narratives. Instead, identities are fluid, mixed, or constantly evolving. Hybridity creates new cultural forms that resist both colonial domination and traditional native identity. It destabilizes the authority of colonial power by showing that colonial culture is itself changed in the encounter. We will discuss further questions in the next video. Till then, think, aim.